Speaking of absolute spoiled brats, fake news. Washington Post, a few other papers, but Washington Post ran this article, the headline that an Airbnb host reportedly leaves guests stranded because of her race. Did this person who was renting out at Airbnb appear to be a bigot? Yeah. Racist? Maybe. Did this person not rent out to this girl because she was a racist? Absolutely not. That's not what occurred here. So let's pull first the screenshots. It says, go ahead. This is the person who would be renting out to the other person, the host. I wouldn't rent to you if you were the last person on earth. One word says it all. Asian. At first glance, that seems pretty bad. This is fake news, and we will describe. The term is thrown around a lot. Fake news, that it's lost all meaning. I think this defines it. Let's watch the clip first.
She said, this is why we have Trump. And she said, like, we can't have foreigners telling us what to do. She said that to me. I'm an American citizen. This is my home. I've been here since I was 3 years old. America is my home. I consider myself an American. But this woman discriminates against me for being Asian.
Okay. Don't laugh yet. So we have her Facebook page?
Yeah, we have
This
all
is
that.
the Facebook page of this girl who is making the accusation, for those who haven't read. Says, she wants to abolish prisons and capitalism. Okay, and she is studying race relations in Los Angeles, which is actually kind of uncommon for an Asian when we're talking about social justice warriors. So abolish prison and capitalisms, and she's studying race relations. Why does all of this matter? Okay, let me tell you why. You can only have so many clock boys, UVAs, mattress girls, the lesbian who claimed that she had an homophobic slur written on her receipt, Duke lacrosse, poop swastika. You can only have so many of these stories when you do a little digging and find out that this person is an activist who just so happens to walk face first into the perfect kind of story that they've been sharing on their Facebook timeline for years, right? And if you watch that video, they have B-roll, they have lights set up, they're putting chains on their tires, like, can you believe this racist act occurred? I can't. The Washington Post said when they were minutes away from the cabin, Suh, hope I'm saying that correctly, sent a message to the host through Airbnb app to let her know that they were close and how they might pay for adding the two friends to the reservation. Here's the thing. The story does not include the next screenshot that we're about to show you, and the context is not provided, so we actually cannot corroborate this girl's argument. This is from months ago, by the way.
Yeah, it just became a national thing because... Who knows?
Who knows? Millions of plays happened over a month ago, and now millions of plays uploaded to a channel by someone who apparently worked for KTLA, but the story didn't go to KTLA. Again, if you watch the video clip, it was posted directly to YouTube. Looked like it was made from Windows Movie Maker. They had time to edit in screenshots. Do I think this is a setup? Yeah, I do. Now, she claims that she was willing to pay more. Okay, she's provided every other screenshot. Why didn't she provide those screenshots? Because here is where the screenshots start. The host says this: if you think 4 people and 2 dogs are getting a room for $50 a night on Big Bear Mountain during the busiest weekend of the year, you are insanely high. Funny. Not a good business person, mind you, but that's funny. And then the host also identified her as a con artist before the Asian bit and then canceled. So, did this person not host this girl because she was Asian? No, she was clearly willing to, or this person, maybe it was I don't know if it was a guy or a woman who was the host.
I'm not sure.
I'm not entirely sure. The host was willing to rent this place out, had a contractual agreement. Anyone who works at Airbnb, this is the rate, okay, and it was already done. The deal was done until this Asian girl decided to renegotiate 5 minutes out. And so the person got mad, kind of like you get into an argument with your wife, and you say things afterward that you don't really mean just because you're angry, but that's not really the root cause of the argument. You know, like, someone forgot to unload the dishwasher, therefore this is why your mother killed herself. I'm just drawing an example, of course. But the point is that you didn't have an argument here. It was about the dishwasher. Well, that could be the case here. This person was mad because they had rented out, they had blocked out their place, which they can no longer rent to somebody else. This is often how people make their living, or it's a huge chunk of their living with the sharing economy. And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes away, this person's going to renegotiate, and they feel screwed in the deal. They get mad, so they say something racist. The thing that they said that was racist does not erase all the horrible behavior before that. And you know who gets the shortest end of the stick on this one? All Asians who are not this girl perpetuating the horrible original Asian stereotype. She agreed to a deal, and then, by the way, 2 more people and 2 puppies. That's the negative Asian stereotype, that they constantly try to haggle, that they constantly try to change the deal. And I know, well, this is, how dare you say this? Well, hold on a second. I wonder, where could I have possibly gotten this stereotype? Is there some place that we could have heard it before?
Because Indians cannot live without a bargain, and Chinese people cannot give you a bargain. Their objective is to get every penny from you, and ours is to keep every penny.
Oh, that's right. Asians. Is it fake? I don't know. Does it look like it's set up? Absolutely. Did this girl behave poorly? Absolutely. Was the headline fake that this person refused to rent to her because she was Asian? 100%. What occurred here was an entitled, abolish prisons, abolish capitalism, little socialist who studies race relations at USC or UCLA, I can't remember right now, decides that she's going to walk face first into a wonderful social justice story by agreeing, having a verbal and written contractual agreement, and then switching the deal when the person gets mad enough to say the racist thing that she was likely hoping for her to say, take some screenshots, happen to have a camera crew, and call Washington Post and Los Angeles Times. Could you...
It's a bad day for Asians on this show.
They have a flair for the dramatic. That person, and then this girl just, she said, you're Asian. Do you know how adults react if someone says something horrible? If they say something racist, they say something sexist, like, I would never rent to you ever because you're Asian. You're a dick. And you move on with your day. But this girl just behaved so poorly. Tried to change the deal right when they're 5 minutes from the Airbnb. Could you imagine if you tried to pull this crap at any other hotel? You know what usually happens?
Okay, your room's gonna come to $122.50.
Okay. By the way, can I get a bigger room for 2 more people and 2 dogs at the same price?
No.
What if I pay more though?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, if you like this video, subscribe by clicking the button that says subscribe. If not, there's a strong chance that you're an Armenian genocide denier. Wink, wink. I think you know what I'm talking about. But head on over there if this isn't the channel for you. I'm sure you'll find something there that you deem very insightful and informative. Also, I request that you come back here afterward and immediately leave a negative comment because we read those and those affect our lives directly. We care about them because we care about you.